What's up, guys? It's your boy Reese Boy back with another video. What's up? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. A week before my birthday. And today, guys, I want to talk about high school days when I was in high school, okay? I might do some daily days like this, guys. Okay, so I went to school. I went to high school. I was homeschooled. I was homeschooled until I was 12, I want to say. So I started high school like my freshman year. Basically, I started high school my freshman year. And I started high school my freshman year. Said that 3 times already. And I went to a Christian school, a Christian private school. My parents thought that would be good for you, go to a Christian school. It was called Dayton Christian. What up, Dayton Christian? It was in Ohio, in Miamisburg, Ohio. And I hated the school. They were allowed to paddle their kids at the school. They were allowed to, I hated the school. I hated it so much with a passion. They had a dress code. You had to wear a blue shirt with khaki pants and black shoes. That was the dress code. Oh, and then like on Thursdays, like today's a Thursday, you had chapel, and you had to go to chapel, and you had to wear a white shirt with a tie, a blue tie. You couldn't do anything else, and you had to wear it with black socks. Your shoes had to be black socks on Thursdays. I hated it. Oh my God. I always wore my shirt tucked out because I hated wearing them tucked in. I hated that. I hated that crap. So I went to the school from, I went to the school for like a year and a half until summer. So I went to school for like a year and a half, and then summer came that year. It would have been 2003, I think, like 2003. No, yeah, it was 2003, yeah. And it was like right after the towers got hit, and there was that terrorist attack that happened. The towers got hit, the Pentagon got bombed. Hope I'm allowed to talk about this. And so my brother the night before, so I had gym 6th period. I had gym P 6th period. And my brother the night before, because we shared a room, the night before he was playing with one of those, the pocket knives that have like all the different stuff on it, like the tweezers, the toothpick, the little screwdriver, and then it has a knife blade. It has a blade that's like about this big, not even that big, on it, right? So I took it from him because he was carving his initials into the bed, and I didn't want us to get in trouble. I didn't want him to get in trouble. So I took it from him, put it in my bag, and I'm like, you don't get this. You can't play with knives. You're not allowed to. Because that was like one of the rules in the house. And then I went to school the next morning, forgot that it was in my bag, went to school, had my backpack under my desk. My friend Bobby kicked my backpack on accident, and the knife fell out of my bag. Everyone was, oh, Matt has a knife, and was freaking out. The teacher grabs it, puts it in her drawer, says, hey, after class, like everyone left, she's like, hey, tell your mom to come get it, and we won't tell anyone about it. We won't make a big deal about it, because I know you're not a violent person. So I'm like, no, my brother had it. I put it in my bag, and I forgot to take it out this morning. I forgot. And the school didn't have any metal detectors because it wasn't like a bad crime rate school. It was a Christian school. You would think, but it was bad too. Even Christian schools are bad, guys. So I remember that night, that night, there was a kid that was bullying me, that hated me at the school. Rich, snobby kid, really jerk. But he just wanted to be friends. So I was friends with him, but I stopped being friends with him because he got really weird, and I just didn't want to be friends with him anymore. And he was just doing a lot of stalking type of stuff. Like, I know where you are, and I know where you're going. Da, da, da. This was before cell phones, so he was still able to find where I was. It was weird. I'd be like at the movies with some of my friends, and he would like pop up. Hey, are you going to hang out with me today? I'm like, no, I'm with my friends. I'm your friend. I'm in your class. I was like, oh my God, this guy's a creep. So Then I remember he must have told his mom that I was going to hurt him with the knife or something. And then because they paid for half of the school to be built, he had like his mom. Sorry guys, I'm back. I was talking to my best friend. She called me because we talk every day. So one of my best friends, okay? I have a lot. I'm so happy with the best friends I have. Like, they just mean a lot to me because you never can go wrong if you have to have, to you young folks that are out there that are my audiences, you guys have to have 5. I think 5 is the best limit of true best friends. You have to have 5. Because you've got to have that one friend that you can tell everything to and they're not going to judge you. And they got your back and they're ride or die and they'll do whatever you want them to do. And then you have to have that one friend that is like the Dr. Phil friend that you can like, will give you a good diagnosis of what your problem is, but not too nosy. Then you have to have that one friend that will bail you out of jail no matter what happens. If you drunk, just no matter what happens. Then you have to have that other friend that's like the mom and the dad, kind of like, no, you're not doing that. No, you're going to sit your butt down. And then that last friend is the one that is closer than everybody, that you tell your darkest, deepest secrets to. More than you can tell your parents. But anyways, getting back to my story, guys, sorry. So anyways, okay. I remember where I'm at. So the kid told his mom. The mom called the school the next morning, told the principal what happened. I forget what the principal's name was. Tall white guy. And I come to class. I'm in class. When we had these windows, we had a classroom that was like sunk down. You had to like step down to go into class. And then we had windows at the top. It looked like we were like in an aquarium. And you could see the principal's head as he was walking to the classroom. And he comes in and goes, "Cross, come with me." So I look back at my friends and I'm like, okay, this is weird because I'm like always in trouble, but not like he never like would come to the classroom to get me. He would just come over the intercom, come to the front, come to the office, and everyone would be like, "Ooh, you're gonna get it." So when he came to get me, I'm like, something's weird. And the kid just looks forward and then he looks at me and then he looks away. And then all my friends are like, "What did you do?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then the teacher's just like, just go. Take your bag with you. Because he's like, bring your bag with you. So I bring my backpack with me. Go down the hallway with him. Walk like a block to his office. Because we were so far back in the other side of the building. And so, because it was an old hospital before it was, or no, it was an old insane asylum before it was a school. Like there were parts of the insane asylum that we couldn't go into because it was so unsafe. There was like medication and stuff like that, but we still went in there. Like we were doing what Sam and Kobe are doing like way back then. Like they would have loved this building. It was so many floors. Like they should have been there because it would have been so much fun. Because we were like snooping and we were going around and we were like trying to find out stuff, and it was like abandoned, that half of the building. It was a big campus. So we go to the principal's office and he tells me to sit outside his office. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Sit there. I'm talking to the secretary because me and her were cool because she saw me so many times. She's like, "Cross, what you do now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't do anything. I've been good. Like, I promise you, I've been good." She's like, "Okay, all right." So then she's like, "Well, I have to call your mom. I'm calling your mom." I'm like, "Why are you calling my mom? What happened?" The principal's like, "Come with me." He does a little finger thing. "Come with me." And I'm like, okay, what happened? So he's like, "Sit down." So I sit down. "You're being immediately suspended. You're gone. We don't want you in our school no more. We don't tolerate people bringing weapons to school." I said, "That's not what happened. I promise you. I'm not a terrorist. I would never do anything to hurt anybody. I'm like the sweetest person you would know. Yes, I don't like my dress code, but like, come on now." In my head, I'm thinking, yes, thank you, God. I'm out of this dumb school. I hate this school. Don't want to be here no more. And he's like, "Your mom's going to be downstairs waiting for you. I'm going to have you escorted downstairs." So here comes this tall, black, not trying to be racist, but black officer And he says, come with me, sir, please. So we go downstairs. All my friends are watching me because it's lunchtime. The bell rings. Everybody's watching me being escorted off the premises with the police officer. And I'm just like, I did nothing. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm never coming back to this school. Like, I'm not coming to any football games, nothing. Because people now are going to think I'm like a criminal. And then my mom's like waiting in the car and she's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. So she's like, okay, come on. So I get in the car. You're no longer on this property. You're not allowed to come to any of the... And I was like, I'm not coming back. Bye, deuces. And my little brother was downstairs because middle school was under us and we were upstairs. So he was downstairs. So we had to come back anyways to get him because this was like 10:30. No, this was like 12:30 in the afternoon. And school didn't get out until 2. So... And he got out at 2 o'clock because he was middle school, and I was high school. High school got out at 2:30. They got out at 2 o'clock. So my mom's like, well, I have to go back anyways in like a few hours. So I'm just going to take you home, do whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to go back and get your brother. So on the way home, I explained it to her. She's like, okay, well, you're not in trouble. It's not a big deal. We'll just find you another school. We knew you hate it, whatever. So I'm like, well, what is Dad going to say? And it's like, Dad knows. He says it's fine. It is what it is. But who knew you would get kicked out of a Christian school? I'm like, it was coming. It was coming. I was trying to find a way to do it. I was trying. Not that I did this on purpose. Like, this just happened on its own. So my summer break started early because this happened in like the first week in April. No, first week in May. We didn't get out of school until June 4th. So my summer break started early. So I just sat home every day, watched cartoons, watched what shows were still popping at that time. Oh, I was watching like Hannah Montana, Waverly Place, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I was watching Raven, That's So Raven. I was watching SpongeBob, all these cartoons and stuff, and just enjoying my time. Like, I was happy that I was free from that Christian school where they beat kids. They were beating kids at that school. Like, I hated that school. And I was being picked on so bad. And then after summer break, when you go back in August, I went to this new school, this public school, my first public school ever. And it was called Miamisburg High School. We were what were we? We were the Buckeyes. So shout out to the Buckeyes. No, we weren't the Buckeyes. We were the... Oh my God, what were we? The Cavaliers or something. No, what we were something. Miamisburg High School were the... I think we were the Buckeyes. I don't know what our mascot was. Love that school. Oh my God, I met my best friend there. My Ohio best friend. His name was Steve Thompson. What up to you, What up to you, Steve, wherever you at. That was my best friend my sophomore year and my junior year. We were best friends. We hanged out like I spend the night at his house, spend the night at my house, I spend the night at his house, back and forth. And he was my best friend the whole time I was there. Then we moved here to Florida in 2006. And I went to University High School and loved it. Met my other best friend, John. What up to you, John? And Victor. What up to you, Victor? And Felix. And another John I met. And we all had so much fun at that school. And then my parents were like, oh, we're moving. Because at this time we were living with my grandparents until the house was built. So then the house was built March of 2007. So it was 777. And we move here to this house. And they're zoned for Timber Creek High School. They're not zoned for University High School. So I go to Timber Creek High School and I have to leave all my university friends. And I knew a lot of people at that school. And then I go to Timber Creek, and Timber Creek is subjugated. You have whites, blacks, Chinese, Mexican, Puerto Ricans, rednecks. You have it's just like split up all around the campus. And I'm like, did I step back into like the 40s? Like, what the heck? Black people stay with the black people, the white people. I said, no. that's not who I am. That's not who I am, and I don't believe in that, and I will never stand for that, because Martin Luther King fought for us to have rights, and I'm like, there's no way I'm fighting, like, giving up on that. So I had a friend from each little club. I was like, I'm not gonna just hang with one side of the team, what's one side of the group. And I'm trying to think, did I have any best friends? Oh, Simone Gordon was my best friend at Timber Creek High School. I think one of my only best friends from Timber Creek High School. I had a few other ones. I had Josh, and I had John, and I had VA, and I had Eric, and I had Zule. Zule was my other best friend. I don't know where Zule is. I had Zule. My favorite teacher was Mrs. Fennell. I think I'm saying her name right. She was the chair coach for Timber Creeks, and she was my math teacher. She was awesome, so pretty. I loved her. And my math teacher, I loved my math teacher. And then my English teacher, Miss Sundine, I don't know where she at, was so rude, but she was so nice at the same time. It was weird. I like to joke around with her. And then Mr. Jordan was my PE coach. He was mad cool. And then I graduated class of 2008. Class of 2008, I graduated with my diploma. And then I didn't do nothing for like a year. I didn't do nothing for like a year. And I miss school, guys. When you're in school, guys, love school. You might want to get out of there so bad, wish it was over. No. Love school, guys, because you're going to miss it when it's done. You're going to be like, I don't get to see my friends as much. You don't see your friends as much. The food sucks, but everything else, like, you want to learn. School is fun. Stay in school, guys. Work hard at it. Get a good education. Don't be like me, do nothing, and then now want education in my 20s, about to be in my 30s next week. Work hard at whatever you're good at and pursue it. Do what you want to do. Like, if you guys are good with your hands, then be a contractor. If you love working with kids, then be a social worker. Work with kids. Be a teacher. Be a nanny. If you're good with photography, be a photographer. If you're good with social media, then do social media. If you're good with video games, do video games. Don't waste your time in school. Use your brain. School is not just for gossip and fun and fights. Learn. Pay attention. Don't be like me and don't pay attention. Pay attention. Because believe me, you're going to miss it when you get to be my age. You're going to want to go back. And the only way you can go back is being a teacher or go to college. And college, I heard, is not fun. College is stressful because you got to get exams in and you got to do stuff, and teachers are not nice like they are in high school, and they don't care about you. That's what I've heard. So focus and get your education and get ready for the future, and just take my word for it. You got to pay attention in school. No sleeping, no talking back, just pay attention, because in the long run, it'll pay off. When you have a nice house, nice car, and doing the job that you love, it'll be really tight. That's what I wish I would have done and paid attention. But all right, guys, peace. That's my story about me being kicked out of school and graduating. So I love you guys so much. Make sure to get the coldest water bottle ever. The coldest water bottle ever website. Get you a water bottle. Help me help you. Getting ready for the fundraiser. And do it, guys. Get the water bottle. All right, guys. Peace.